I've read like I've read a lot since I was young. So books inspire me, like Murakami, Sebastian Faulks, poetry. I've read a lot of poetry over the last few years, and I like kind of dark, like funny, kind of humorous stuff. But like I read a big book of poems, Staying Alive, a compilation of poems.
Yeah.
That are really like real and raw and quite explicit, and so I used those, and then obviously like other singers, other bands, musicians, like classical music, and I listen to so much stuff that I'm just kind of inundated all the time, so that's kind of how I work, really. Listen to a lot of music all the time.
So you get inspired, of course, from this, and something, I mean, has changed from the beginning, of course, because we all grow up with. And is it a more mature Ellie than Lights? This one in Nancy?
I guess so. I think inevitably it's come on since Lights. I think like my priorities have changed as to what I want to write about, and my views of the world have changed slightly, and like I see things differently now, and so Lights was quite a naive album, I think, but still like kind of like shed a light on like the later years of being a teenage girl and falling in love all the time.
I see. And just wanted to ask you, which are, if these are Halcyon days, I mean, do you really think that in this moment anything could happen, and anything has happened till now? Because I mean, a lot of things and success that you gained in a row.
I'd say like these days at the moment are, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever be at those days, but I definitely feel like at the moment things are very peaceful, and things are, I feel happy in myself at the moment, and like I'm getting there more and more each day, but I don't know, I mean, it's like being an artist, I don't know if you're ever completely fulfilled. I think it's the same thing, but it's a nice thought though, it's a nice dream.
But talking about dream, because people, I've read it also in some critics and so on, that they call your music somehow dream pop. Are you a dreamer?
Yeah, I'm definitely a dreamer. I have some dark dreams though. But no, it's not really. It's not really dream pop. It's so many elements of different things. Like it is a lot of electronic stuff, but also I still play guitar and drums. There's still like a lot of live instruments. I played a lot of the instruments on Halcyon, and there's strings and lots of guitars and stuff. So I don't know. Like I think dream pop is given to music that's electronic and kind of futuristic, but I kind of dabble with everything with my music.
Yeah, of course. It's not always good to label music. I mean, it has its own shape. You can't just put a label on, but sometimes you read things like this. So I was just the idea. Talking about the parts of the album here now in Italy, especially Burn is being a big hit, and we wanted just to ask you how you choose this from all the songs that you had there. I mean, how you choose a song as a single, just to bet on it and say, wow, I want to believe that it's going to reach much people as possible. I mean, what's the decision?
I just sensed that song was gonna do something. I didn't know what. I've definitely I've released songs before. I think they're gonna have a